This is Randy.
And this is Melanie.
And it is once again that time. April 1st is not only April Fool's Day, but it's New Comic Book Day. For the new comics coming out April 1st, this Wednesday, here's a couple of picks that we are excited for. My pick would be, not totally surprising, Batman and Robin Annual Number 3 from DC Comics. Solicits say, after a year that included death, resurrection, and battles with the forces of apocalypse, it's time for Batman and Robin to get back to basics, both as father and son and partners in crime fighting. But have the events of the past year left too great a rift for them to bounce back from? I'm excited for this one because generally the Batman and Robin annuals written by Tomasi, Peter J. Tomasi, have been pretty good. This kind of sounds like it's going to play a lot on some of the aspects of this series that I'm not super wild about because they seem to hit it over and over again. But Tomasi's really won me over on, there's just those occasional standout issues. So I'm really hoping this will be one of those.
I have 2 picks for this week.
2 picks? You're greedy.
I am. I can't help it. My first is Black Science number 13 by Rick Remender and Matteo Scalera, released by Image Comics. The solicits read, "The Dimensionauts take on a new mission, leave every world they visit behind better than when they found it. But their mettle is put to the test in a plague-ridden society that wants to burn them all at the stake." I really like Black Science anyway, but thus far they've just basically been trying to survive, so them trying to leave the world better than when they found it is going to be quite a feat on any world, especially one that is already against them. So I'm excited for that. But then also, I couldn't not pick this next one, which is Zombie Fairy Tales Snow White One Shot by Zachary Gray, released by Antarctic Press. The solicits read, "When an evil queen becomes jealous of her stepdaughter's beauty, she plots the girl's death, but an even worse fate may await the princess. Discovered by a septet of short-legged shamblers, including Roddy, Stinky, and Oozy, she may find herself devoured or resurrected from the queen's poison as a zombie like them." So, fairy tales are pretty awesome anyway, a little bit. I especially like when they give fairy tales, the dark treatment, less Disney and more grim. And when you add zombies to anything, it makes it twice as good. So I really want to read that one and see how it plays out.
Every week there's a new series starting, or a mini series, or something. There's always a new number 1, pretty much every week. So this week I picked Rick and Morty number 1, written by Zach Gorman, illustrated by C.J. Cannon, color by Ryan Hill, and this is published by Oni Press. Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland's hilarious hit Adult Swim animated show comes to comics. Join degenerate super scientist Rick Sanchez as he embarks on all new insane adventures with his awkward grandson Morty, his teenage granddaughter Summer, his veterinary surgeon daughter Beth, and his hapless son-in-law Jerry. In this issue, part 1 of The Wubba Lubba Dub Dub of Wall Street. I'm not super wild about that story title, but that is very Rick and Morty. If you haven't checked out the show, well, it's no secret. All you have to do is look at the YouTube channel to know I'm kind of a Dan Harmon fan.
Yes, indeed.
But Rick and Morty is a pretty fantastic animated show. I really enjoyed season 1, and I was surprised when I come across this solicit for a comic book. With fingers crossed, hoping it's pretty good. The advanced reviews have been favorable, so I'm excited to read it because I want more Rick and Morty. That first season went way too fast.
I actually enjoyed the cartoon too, and I'm not nearly as big of a Harmon fan as Randall.
Well, and it helps. It's got that. I mean, it's a big send up to a lot of sci-fi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Back to the Future a little bit. And
a little bit.
But yeah, it's a fun show. So hopefully that translates well to the comics. I could see it making for a good comic book.
Yeah, me too. This week's collected edition is going to be Weird World trade paperback, written by Doug Moench, art by Mike Plug, cover art by Dave Cockrum, and released by Marvel. Welcome to Weird World, a land of legend and lore. Meet Tyndall, a lost elf on a dangerous quest to the heart of evil and beyond. One that will unite him with the beautiful Valana and forge an alliance for ages. Together with grumpy dwarf Mudbutt, These warriors of the Shadow Realm will brave the city of 7 dark delights, face the fallen god Darklands, and meet the Dragon Master of Clarn. But will they ever find their way home? From the mind of Doug Moench, and brought to life with incredible artwork by such talents as Mike Plug and John Buscema, comes a far-out fantasy masterpiece in the mighty Marvel manner, rated T+. This title collects Marvel Premiere number 38, Marvel Super Action 1976 number 1, Marvel Fanfare 1982 number 24 through 26, Marvel Super Special number 11 through 13, and Epic Illustrated number 9 and 11 through 13.
Yeah, this collected edition kind of appealed to me. I don't know why, because I was in kind of a fantasy mood, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't get enough Marvel comics in general.
Right.
And so some ridiculous old school fantasy kind of appealed to me. So I'm very interested in checking this out. Mudbutt scared me, but, I think that will probably kind of set the tone. And so, I'm expecting some of that.
Yeah.
Some goofiness.
Yeah. Don't let Mudbutt scare you, baby.
It always scares me. It's a weird world. And that is our picks for this week. What are you excited for? What are you picking up this week? Let us know in the comments. Also, let us know if you like these Grawlix Picks videos. And as always, every week, if you go to grawlixpodcast.com, we will have the complete listings of your new comic book releases.
Please like and or subscribe.
And or do both.
Yep.
Or at least one of them.
Please.